today is 24th of March 2024. It's around 9:16 p.m. in the evening. All right, so let's start the week. Look ahead for week number 13, or for the 25th of March until to the 29th of March. Okay, so why am I looking at the last week calendar on the left screen? Okay, I'm sure you're aware that there's a two thing happened in last week. Okay, and the first of all is going to be the BOJ rate decision. Okay, they have been embracing almost you can say negative interest rate for I think a better part of more than 10 years. They call it Abenomic, right? And yeah, and this time, which is last week, and they start to really unfold something on them. I think they are increasing the rate of the Japanese yen. So in maybe in the short term there might be some variation, all right, but in terms of fundamental wise, you know, increasing the interest rate actually is can have a bullish effect on the underlying currency in a way. Okay, so anyway, since they have been doing this for the past 10 years in the negative side, so they flip the switch, right? So I think that the market will likely to go to the opposite side of what the market have been doing for the past previous few years, right? So for the previous few years, you can see that, you know, SSSJPY is going up. So now they flip the switch, so-called, in a way they should be able to, you know, the market should be able to do the opposite right now. So this number one that happened last week. And of course, number two is a little bit bigger. Hey guys, can hear? Okay, I'm going to continue already. Number two, second thing is, of course, last week they have FOMC. I'm sure Zoe will have you know, he will cover more on that. But in the general, okay, as we expected, they didn't cut nor raise the rate, right? But of course, he say a lot of things about what he might be doing in the future. So we really need to really try to read between the lines, because these guys, this Federal Reserve chairman, I think the requirement to be a chairman, right? You not only need to understand the how the economics works, you know. I think they have to be they have to obtain very high grade in English literature, you know. Why? Because, you know, they can say one thing but they mean another thing in a way, you know. They're really good at twisting with the words. Okay, so what am I saying to this? From my understanding, a lot of people say, oh, it's hawkish. A lot of people say dovish. You know, you see, he's like from the way he choose the words, you know, he make people catch no ball in a way, right? But okay, from my understanding, right, the way that I look at him right now, right, actually he may only cut the rate just because of he said previously so, but he is not really in the mood, or we really reluctant to cut the rate. Okay, so he was trying to choose a word, because he cannot say I'm not going to cut the rate. Okay, because he already promised so already. So he is trying to either delay, or he is trying to lower the frequency of the cut in the rate. So in to conclude, the speech that he made actually is not dovish at all to me. Actually, he is hawkish. He was trying to get around his promises, actually. Okay, so I think market kind of like got a different idea first, but I think one day later market start to catch on what he really meant. Okay, that's the reason why the market is starting to behaving in certain way on Thursday and Friday already. Okay, so just to conclude, last week we have these two things. First thing is JPY, another thing FOMC. Okay, looking forward, yeah, this week, coming week, I think we have a normal item, nothing so serious. All right, we have FOMC member speaking, consumer confidence, you know, pending home sale, all this kind of stuff. Okay, of course, Powell will be speaking again on Friday. So nothing really so outstanding compared to the last week. Okay, this is something that you need to aware of. So let's continue with the item first. Okay, there are a few items that I want to mention to you as well. So the first of all, of course, the assets holding. Okay, the assets holding, the QT is still in the progress. All right, you can see they have been really tapering on the market. There's a little bit of blip on here. There was the last time the Silicon Valley Bank episode. After that, they so-called introduce a new one called BDFP. All right, then they continue with the QT. So because of the BDFP, even though the QT is stay ongoing, the market go up higher. All right. So basically the whole main, or rather we can say the main driver of the market for the past 1 year is the BDFP. So okay, now we are staying here. So we can say that you know, the QT is stay ongoing. You can see they are sucking the liquidity out from the system. So on the left hand, they are sucking the liquidity out from the system. On the right hand, they use it under the name of BDFP. They are pumping the liquidity into the system. So we have to see the net, right? So one side is minus, one side is plus. So what happened was that one side is minus, one side is one side is minus, one side is plus. So what happened was that the net must be plus, right? So that's why the market was going up. Even they went all-time high previously. Okay, but a big but. Okay, from last few weeks onwards, right? The so-called the net value of this two number, QT, I mean the assets holding, and the BDFP, actually they are dropping really. They are going negative. So this is why we need to be very careful. So I mean, of course, nothing is guaranteed, but I think the market is starting to be look very, very bearish in the near future, in my opinion. Of course, we cannot see it yet. Nothing really so significantly showing in the technical yet. All right, technical mean chart, right? But this is something that we need to be very careful. And okay, then it's come to the final piece. Remember, the market seems to be last week also in conjunction with the this quarterly option over, right? So I think the next quarter, which is the second quarter of 2024, I think is going to be challenging for the market. All right, because of as long as this thing is going down further, all right, as long as this thing is going on further, as long as the BDFP, actually they already so-called close their program already. So by right, they are I think the only direction is going to be down really. So as long as these two things going down, yeah, I would say market doesn't really have any you know, reason to be going up. Okay, so we need to watch these two data weekly very closely. All right, so as long as these two is on the downward mode, I would say market is kind of getting more bearish. And you can see this kind of indication start to appear on Bitcoin, okay, on crypto. All right, so I think we have a very good money-making opportunity coming up. Of course, nothing is 100% for sure, but there's some clue that give us a good heads up compared to any other technical traders. Okay, hey guys, you got what I mean or not? Okay, so let's start. So start with the British pound. Okay, going forward, you can see the British pound also started to weak already. So since the market is going to be weak, so apparently US dollar is kind of making a comeback. So put it this way, in the coming week, I think we have a bit of a tendency of market. US dollar is going to go stronger. You can see the market have a very strong resisting factor here, and the market is already, the price is already below this region already. So I think what's going to happen is market can bounce around here a little bit, all right? But I think continuing forward, market will going to go a lot lower in my opinion. So in the near term, I would say 1 to 3 months, I think we have a very bearish tendency in the market here. Okay, so I will not be so bullish until the market able to break this level strongly again. Okay, so this is my so-called switch lah. I won't be switching side or switching direction unless this level is broken up again. Okay, so I'm bearish on British pound. 1.273 or 1.275 is a very good resistance. As long as these levels around here, these levels are not really broken strongly, I'm not going to be bullish. Okay, so resistance 1.268, 1.274, 1.285. Support 1.255, 1.252. 1.252 is an interesting support level, and market is 1.245. And you can see on here, because of the past few days, we have a very strong price action, a very strong volume accompanying in the move. So there may be some pullback first, but I don't think it will last. I think they are going to go lower again. Okay, so in conjunction with the retail traders are plus 68. So they're kind of extreme as well. So you may not want to like go and short all the way immediately, but you may want to move it a little, I mean like wait from the higher level for another round or short will be the better choice. So you can short, I'm talking about either you short here or you wait and short. Okay, so my suggestion is wait and short will be the best choice in my opinion. Okay, either way, the direction is stay down. Okay, you got my point now, guys. So, well, I will be looking forward for a short position in the next week. I won't be long. If let's say there's a bullish candle, I will just stand aside and wait for the selling chance. Okay. So same thing on the euro, right? Almost all of them are the same, guys, because we are basically trading either for US dollars or against US dollars, right? I'm sure you are aware of it already. So same thing, market have a very managed to break those strong resisting. These have become a very strong resisting area. So I think what can they do is they can pull back a little bit for sure. And I think from the market will go back lower. Okay, so won't be surprised next week we have some pullback on the upside, but in fact, this is a very good chance to sell it down at the later price, later again at the higher price. You got my point, huh? We shouldn't be fall into this kind of like a bullish candle. Okay, actually, I make a mistake on the last week, right? I fall for a New Zealand pair, and you know what is happening to the position right now. Okay, so I mean, when we know that we are making a mistake, the first thing we do is we don't make the there's a fire, we don't make the fire big. Okay, so another one is Aussie also going to be safe. All right, okay, so stay with the euro. 1.094 resistance 1.1 and 1.11, support 1.078, 1.07 and 1.063. Okay, Aussie same. Okay, Aussie same. They managed to break some resistance. All right, they are at this very strong congested level, is already above it already. So there might be some reason the market will really going to retest here. All right, but I don't think it will pass away past this level. I think going to go lower as well. So instead, better to wait patiently for a sell position will be the good choice in my opinion. All right, so it's bearish resistance 0.657, 0.665, and 0.67. Support 0.649, 0.645, and 0.638. Okay, another one is New Zealand. New Zealand also same, right? So what happened was that, when you trade based on the price action, this is where the market will get you, right? I was expecting market will go higher, and really what happened? Market just really break it down and get lower. So we don't have any position, all right? So I think market is going to go lower, and they have already pronounced, right, the intention quite clearly. As long as this level is not broken to the upside, I think we are stay on the short condition in my opinion. This level, I was expecting this level was a bottom per se, but market is become this now. This reason have become a top rating. So same thing. I think 0.61 to 0.62, it have become a very strong resistance level. As long as the level is not broken up strongly, market can retest that. Don't get me wrong, but as long as they don't break this level and go up higher, we shouldn't be adding a lot of position because they can retest for sure. Can retest here, then you can make some money on the buy side, but eventually the market will go lower from there. Okay, because this level won't be able to broke up easily. Okay, so this is the so-called expectation. All right, another one is gold here. Gold is slightly a little bit different. Okay, slightly a little bit different. Okay, hang on. Okay, you can see my so-called my arrow already. Okay, go from our market composition point of view. I just posted my market composition, right? Please go and read it out. Okay, actually, if you follow our market composition last week one, all right, not this Sunday, not today, last week Sunday. Okay, if you go and read my market composition that I posted in our inner circle, there is a very clear warning that Bitcoin is going to drop. Okay, and you really know what happened whole last week or last week, right? Actually, Bitcoin have a very good drop last week, and we already foresee it actually is in the last weekend already. So same thing. Please go and read my my market composition analysis that I write it up weekly. Okay, gold. What is going to happen next? I am expecting gold will be kind of sideways or will be quite weak. Okay, will it go immediately lower? I am not really think so yet. Okay, so market will do some drift here and drift there in my opinion, but try not to buy in a long in the very big manner. So if you have a long position, all right, my suggestion is that let's say if you come back to this kind of region, take your profit or close your position at least to make it manageable first, because I don't really think gold is going to go way past this level for the timing in my opinion. Okay, gold might be likely to go back to here. This will be the very good resistance for this case is support for gold here. You can see we have a lot of you can see a lot of control of the previous months are here. So 2040, 2050 region. Okay, so I think market might be heading toward there first, in my opinion. Okay, so if let's say gold broke this level, then I mean we can see that it's a long term is down lah, right? But I think just to maybe at least just to go to retest this kind of level in this kind of condition first. So gold, I'm not really so bullish, neutral or in a slightly pullback mode. Okay, so if you have a long position, if the gold come back up higher, take some profit first. Resistance 2.2K, 2.22K, 2.25K. 2145, 208, the support 2145, 2085, and 2030. Okay, silver. Silver also quite similar, right? Silver also quite similar. They have a very good run up, right? Then they managed to, touch this level and come back down lower. I think silver also quite similar. I don't think it's a very bullish a lot in my opinion. I think they were likely to retest here in my opinion. Okay, silver, my plan is that instead of adding a lot of position, I want to let the dust settle first. So I think they will do this kind of swing in my opinion. So gold and silver, they're kind of in the neutral or slightly bearish mode. Okay, don't add long at all. Okay, resistance 24.9, 25.2, 27, 25, 25.7, support 23.1, 22.4, and 22. Okay, so here comes the next one. Next one is US dollar Canadian. This is my first recommended pair for today. Okay, I'm expecting US dollar Canadian or anything Canadian. I think going to go up higher because of they have managed to break this level and above already. So, I think sooner or later they're going to drift to the higher side in my opinion. So Canadian is my first, my recommended pair for today. I'm expecting it will go to 1.37 region next. Okay, one of the reasons that I say because this level is at those congested level, and moreover, the monthly controls are all here. All right, so I think the eventual level that it will go is 1.37. So resistance 1.363, 1.37, and 1.382. Support 1.35, 1.343, and 1.337. Okay. All right. Next one is the US dollar Swiss franc. Okay, US dollar Swiss franc. You can see that the last Friday candle was kind of like a doge, it's kind of like pin bar candle. So because of the pin bar, we have to give it, we have to respect a little bit. So I think we're likely to go to here, and I think market will recover from there, in my opinion. So US dollar Canadian, US dollar Swiss franc is my KIV pair. I will look for a potential long on this fella. All right, but I will wait it out first. 0.89. 0.89 is a good support level for the so-called potential long. Resistance 0.91, 0.92, 92 is the bottom level, and 0.925. Support 0.889, 0.89, 0.889, 0.875, and 0.86. Okay, so we have one recommendation and one KIV already. Recommendation is US dollar Canadian long, and KIV is US dollar CHF on the buy side. Okay, US dollar Japanese yen. I will be neutral this guy straight up. Okay, why? Because of course USD is bullish, and I'm also JPY also bullish. So you cannot have a pair that have something like that, right? If you want to long something, you have to be the first one to be bullish, second one to be bearish, right? Or if you want to short something, you need to have a first one to be bearish, you want to be second one to be bullish, right? They call it base and code currency. Okay, anyway. So, if when they have a currently you have something like this, I think I will be neutral on them. Okay, but you know that we have a British pound JPY short. I think I'm going to build this position on the downside again, because as you already know, because of the last week, the decision that they made, I think JPY is going to get stronger in the near term. So if the JPY gets stronger, that means anything that XXS JPY in the front, I think they were likely to go down. Okay, I mean not really US dollar, but like for example like EJ, GJ, Aussie, Japanese yen, New Zealand Japanese yen, this kind of stuff. All right, so hopefully we are in the profit on the GJ right now, but hopefully I can build more and more positions so that we can make a maximum profit out of it. Okay, so resistance 152, 142.5, support 150, 149.5, and 147 point. Sorry, support 150, 149.5, and 147.5. Okay, all right. So I just finished all the Forex pair already. I have one recommendation, US dollar Canadian long, and one KIV US dollar CHF on the buy side. Okay, are we clear on this? Okay, going forward, US market. Okay, just now I have already explained already for the past, I would say since October, right? The whole market have been going up. Of course, number one is, they believe in Federal Reserve is going to cut rate. Second thing is, of course, all the underlyings are bullish, especially BDFP that, they are pumping a lot of money into the system. All right. And you can see that currently, I think it is coming to an end, right? Coming to an end. So I think the market is ready for at least for a pullback, in my opinion, right? So market doesn't really look so bullish to me at all. Okay, one thing that from the technical point of view, they haven't really shown anything big yet. But as you know, we reference on some fundamental information. So I think it is coming to go down, in my opinion. Okay, I mean, first part, second part, third part. Okay, second to third part, we talk later lah. Huh? So at least the first part, I think the market will likely to go to here, in my opinion. All right, so not so bullish on them. All right, the first level that it should be able to easily retest is 39.2. I think from there market will go lower to this so-called kind of like a congested level of 38.8. So I'm kind of bearish on them. 39.2 and 38.8 is a given reading. Okay, so resistance 39.6, 40K, support 39.2, 38.7, and 38K. All right, so not really bullish to me. All right, so of course, if the market go against our internal direction, I will just wait out to reevaluate. Okay, so another one is Hong Kong. We have a Hong Kong position, and we previously make a very good money out of it. And we have one more position, but unfortunately, it closed near at the break even, right? It's almost at the break even. So we are now waiting for another chance, all right? So we have to a little bit wait, in my opinion. Currently, they are at a very high congested area. You can see this level, 16.6. So let the market start to show first, in my opinion. I will want to wait for some bullish candle, then we will talk about it. Okay, so currently it's neutral, resistance 16.8, 17.1, 17.5, support 16.2, 15.5, and 14.9. Please do a shout out if you see any bullish sign on the Hong Kong daily candle. You let me know. And you know where to look for me. Okay. Another one is German index. Okay, German index surprisingly is quite strong, but normally they will follow US market, right? So I won't be surprised, maybe by Monday they will start to see some bearish candle. So I'm neutral for now. Let's wait it out. Okay, another one is crude oil. All right, crude oil, we have taken our profit quite a while back. Actually, it was not really a very good level. All right, market, if in fact after we take profit, it really go up higher, but now it's already pulled back down already. Crude oil is something that I will want to wait it out as well. I'm not really hurry in the long side. Okay, if you read my market composition, you will get what I mean. All right, I think market will likely do something similar to gold. Not really outright bearish as well. I think market will start to drift sideways for the timing, in my opinion. So I'm more on the neutral with a slightly bearish tone. Okay, so resistance 86, 87, support 80.5, 78, and 76.2. All right, and we are almost nearing to the end ready for my analysis. But anyway, for wheat and soybean and corn now, we will just hold our position and let's see how is it. I won't be adding so aggressively for the coming week. Okay. We have a few positions on them. So for example, like wheat slightly bullish, resistance 560, 600, support 530, 520. Okay, soybean, right? I'm neutral a little bit on them. I think market need to pull back down. Let's see how the price behave from here. Okay, hopefully they will turn back up. So anyway, I'm not going to add any position. Let's see. Resistance 1220, 1240, support 1178, 1160, and 1140. Okay, corn also roughly a little bit same. Okay, I won't be so aggressively adding bull position on them. All right, so you can see market is really not really showing to any direction yet. I expect market will go up higher eventually, but I think it will take some time first. Resistance 450, 460, 480, support 424, 400, and 380. Okay, another one is natural gas. Okay, natural gas also is really tiring people out, right? Because I think this is what the market does lah. Sometimes they don't want to show their real intention, right? So market is really doing nothing much, right? So I will be neutral and wait it out first. Resistance 150, 160, support 130 and 120. Nothing much to talk about. So all the soft commodity and commodity in general, I think they will just slow down on their bullishness, in my opinion. So don't add any long position unnecessarily. I repeat, don't add any long position unnecessarily. So it goes to almost all the commodities, right? Crude oil, gold, silver, actually same. All right, for these metals, not really strongly bullish at all. So don't add long position if possible. Okay. All right. I think it is very clear enough. And last but not least, Bitcoin. All right. Bitcoin, I think going forward, I don't really think market is going to go a lot higher from here. Okay, there's only one bullish condition that supporting the Bitcoin narrative is their stablecoin condition. Okay, currently, of course, stablecoin have been really going up. All right, of course, it added the the sort of like of course the rise of the Bitcoin and all the crypto coin alike. Right, I think going forward, we need to watch this guy very closely because I think in general the Bitcoin have already hit some roadblock already. Okay, if you go read my last 2 weeks market composition, you will get what I mean. And they are really extreme on some condition. All right, I also write it about this in a few hours back. Go and read last week on Bitcoin and this week on Bitcoin. Okay, and you got what I mean. So I think Bitcoin going up a lot higher is kind of limited already. Of course, they will do some testing here and there. Of course, nobody can predict, but I don't really think that they have enough fuel for them to go a lot higher. Okay, so I don't think so. All right, so I think might be the better chance for us to wait and sell at position. If go down some more at position, this kind of like building the downside position will be the very good, very profitable trade in the near future, in my opinion. Okay, so of course the Bitcoin, the ultimate support is around 42,000 level. All right, so you imagine if we get the whole thing right, and if we manage to write it down, you can imagine of the how much how much potential that we can make. Of course, we cannot only see the profit, we have to see our risk also lah, for sure. All right. But I mean, if there is an opportunity, we will try to seize on it, right? So I think Bitcoin might be turning to the downside soon, in my opinion. All right, and it will get faster to the downside. All right, I repeat that if this guy start to drop as well. So if this guy start to drop, that means all the stars are going to be aligned ready. When it does, I mean, this thing will really drop pretty fast. Okay, so there are few conditions that we need to confirm as well. So this is something that we need to wait and see. So of course, market is ever changing. It's almost like a market is alive, right? Because it consists of all the participants, right? So there might be changes along the future, but I think in the near future, as long as the what we call the fundamental so-called environment is not changing, they start to close all the BTFP, this kind of stuff. And especially, and another thing is that they have this let's say the stablecoin market is dropping, I think it will have a very bearish pressure on Bitcoin. Okay, so let's find out. All right, of course nothing is 100%, but this might be the likely case scenario. Okay, guys, so in general, I think Powell's speech is not really so hawkish. I'm sorry, not really so dovish, I would say. I mean, I may be wrong, but this is my understanding. All right, and he will cut the rate for sure. All right, he will cut the rate. I think Zou can explain better. He will cut the rate for sure, but I think he will try his best not to do it a lot. All right, so because if he cut, the inflation will fly off the roof. Okay, when people say Federal Reserve don't know what they are doing, actually they know exactly what they are doing. Okay, it's just that sometimes, when the plane is on fire, even the best air pilot also cannot save the plane, right? In a way, he can make it less damage, but he cannot save the plane. Same thing. He may be it's not that Federal Reserve is bad or good, but sometimes economy is really really jala, even how good also they can save. They will try their best to, soften the impact for sure. Okay, so guys, thank you very much. I have one recommendation. In general, US dollar should rise in the coming weeks in the foreseeable future. I have one recommendation: US dollar Canadian long, and wheat is a KIV. Another KIV I would like to add on is, of course, crypto in general on the sales side. So I got 2 KIV and 1 recommendation. All right, I hope it is as clear as water. Thank you very much. And yep. And let me hand it over to Bro Zhou. All right. I would like to listen what he got to say about the fundamental as well. Okay. Wait a minute, bro. Hey, recorded or not? Oh yeah, recorded. Okay. So I will upload the recording. Once we finish tonight as well. Huh? Okay, thank you. And have a great evening and have a great week ahead. Bro Zhou, I have made you host, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jess.